This is a segmented walkthrough. It means I use save state to record the footage. The whole video is made with the intention of being a no damage tutorial of the game. Feel free to use any of these strategies used in this video, but listen carefully before you can perform them successfully. Hello everybody, this is a no damage walkthrough of getting the 100% of the game, which means I'm going to pick up all the Pepsi cans of the game.
Hey, let's start the game!
Pepsi Man, you got here just at the perfect time. I got a call that a vending machine ahead ran out of Pepsi, and I was just on my way there when I got a flat tire. There are a bunch of people gathered in front of the vending machine. They want Pepsi, and the word is that they're just about to riot. I plan to head over there as soon as I can fix this flat, but it looks like it's gonna take some time. Can't you do something, Pepsi Man?
Okay, let's start. So of course you have to pick up all the Pepsi cans if you want the 100% of the game. Now what I like to do here with the garbage truck that throws you stuff is I like to stop the speed bus a little, because it gives me more vision and more time to bait all the things. And I jump on the fences because I can. No, I'm joking. I jump on the fences because you can jump on them or you can slide on them. Both ways are okay. So right here you slide on the wall, because if you don't do that, it's possible that you miss those two Pepsi cans. And when you are with the garbage can on your head, on your half body, you move the opposite way that you are making the inputs. So if you're going to the right, you will go to the left, and vice versa. And again, I will stop the speed bus a little, because it gives me more time to dodge the garbage. And I will slide on the furniture, because you can just avoid the furniture, but sometimes hitbox guts you, and if you are not sliding, it will hit you and it will count as damage. And that's the first stage, or I'm sorry, the first scenario. Okay, the second scene. It's like almost the same with the scene 1. But on this scene you have to learn how to speed boost and make a long jump. And you will see it right now. So you have to make a speed boost right here and jump. And that's how you make the long jump. And you slide on this window. Because if you don't slide on the window, you will just get hit. And you won't destroy the window. So with the skateboard, it's the most funny part of the game, in my opinion. But it's kinda hard to manage how to move the skateboard with the controller. But once you get the trick or you are good enough, it will be easy. And again I will slide on the furniture because I don't want to get hit, and right there I got very lucky because that furniture should have hit me. But I think Pepsiman is still with the slide hitbox, so that's why it doesn't hit me. So that's a pretty funny animation.
You're doing pretty good. Have a Pepsi. Next stage.
Pepsi Man! There's a building on fire just ahead. We need to get there immediately, but look what's happened! According to reports I have heard, they got the fire under control, but there are some people that couldn't escape fast enough and are trapped on the roof. They are extremely exhausted, and it doesn't seem likely that we can get first aid to them in time. Can't you give them something to help revive them, Pepsi Man?
It's funny how on the cutscene the fireman says revive them, like if they are dead, but they are not dead, they're just exhausted. So I don't know why that dialogue is like that, but well, let's continue. So right here the trick with the barrels. So the truck that throws the barrels has a pretty interesting programmation or animation, or however you want to call it. It will always, or at least 90% of the time, throw a barrel on the direction you are. So as long as you are on the left or on the right, you have to keep moving to the other side, so you won't get hit by the barrels. And that works on all the trucks that throws barrels. All the trucks in the game. So you have to always slide on these things because you cannot jump on them. So you jump and slide and then jump again. And right here you have to make a speed boost to a long jump. For a long jump, I'm sorry. And these Pepsis are kind of tricky because you have to jump and then jump again to pick up that first Pepsi can. And if you don't jump properly, you won't pick up the first Pepsi can. And that's the scene 1 of stage 2. Okay, scene 2. So on this scene you have to speed boost to do a long jump right here. And then do it again for these Pepsi cans. And then slide on that wall, and on this wall too. That's very important. And again make like a little jump for those Pepsi cans that I picked up before the speed boost. So how can I explain this? There are like 2 kinds of jumps, 3 kinds. The normal jump, the speed boost jump, that is the longest jump, and the other kind of jump I like to call it like a small jump, and it's like you have to tap gently the jump button in order to do it. Maybe you saw me doing some little jumps, because those kind of jumps are pretty useful for some parts in the game. So you speed boost for that train, because if you don't speed boost you won't have enough time and the train will hit you. And for this train too. You have to jump on this part, because if you don't jump it will count as a hit too. And I like to speed boost right here because I will avoid all the persons. I'm not pretty sure if when you hit a person it counts as a hit. I think it doesn't count. I'm not sure. But I'm not taking a chance, so just make normal jumps on this part, not a speed boost jump. Because if you make a speed boost jump, you won't have enough time to make another speed boost jump for the last part. You need the speed boost jump for the last part of the scene. So with the red pizza truck, I used to call it like a Coke pizza, because it looked like that. A Coke truck, I'm sorry, not pizza. But yeah, it's like the same on the first big Pepsi can. It's something about reaction time. It's not like I can teach you what to do or not. I can give you exactly the directions where to go, but I don't know. I feel it's not like that to learn this.
Pepsi for TV game.
Pepsi Man, a plane full of passengers had to make an emergency landing in the desert. We were on our way there when the helicopter broke down. Fortunately, no one was hurt or killed. But in the middle of nowhere, right in the middle of the desert, and they are all exhausted. Another helicopter is on the way, but it looks like it's going to take some time. Isn't there anything we can do to help them until that helicopter arrives?
Okay, stage 3, scene 1. So there's a trick right here I use in order to not get hit by the trucks. You have to slide right on this Pepsi can, and that gives you enough space and time to avoid all the trucks. And always try to slide on those little things that are on the way, because sometimes that can hit you. It's like when you slide, you slow yourself a little, or maybe speed yourself a little, I'm not very sure, and gives you enough time to dodge some things. So for the wooden logs, the worst thing that it can happen to you is that a wooden log is right after or right before a Pepsi can, and you cannot jump on it or even slide on it. The worst wooden logs that it can trigger are the ones that are not bouncing, are just static. Because when they are like right before a Pepsi can, it's pretty difficult to calculate the timing and the jump in order to pick the Pepsi can. So do not speed bust for the bikers. It's not necessary in this part, because you have enough time and they won't. They are not very fast, not right now. But of course you have to be on the other side that it tells you danger, because if you are on the side of danger, the biker will hit you. But do not speed bust, it's not necessary. So it's necessary to speed bust on this part. Just speed bust all the time and keep speed busting. Just spam the button. But the last danger on the right, it's a car, it's not a biker, so you have to be careful about it. And right here you have to speed bust all the time, like before. And you have to slide on this, and that's C1 of stage 3. So for this scene, it's like the same as before. You will use the slide in order to gain some time and gain some space for dodge some animals. I forgot about the name of those animals, I'm sorry. So it's like oh, I'm sorry, you have the speed bus. Yeah, you have the speed bus right there. I'm sorry, I thought I was going to slide, just slide. So controlling this barrel is kinda annoying, because on that really tight platform that you have to pass through, if you move a pixel away, you will just fall down. So it's not pretty funny, because it's like that platform is not very well programmed or something like that. So you have to slide on that barrel because it contains a Pepsi can. And right here, as before, as on the bikers scene. Do not speed bus all the time, just on the parts that is necessary, and I will tell you which parts are necessary. Like for example, maybe you think you have to speed bus on that stone. It's not necessary. Because remember, this is not a speedrun, it's a no damage walkthrough. And sometimes going very fast is not the safest way to do things. And as you can see, I didn't speed up. I didn't use the speed bus. I will use the speed bus right here because I need the long jump. And I have to make a very tricky jump right there because the Pepsi can is like right after the empty space. And the jumps here are tricky too because you have to jump it very well and time it very well because otherwise those wooden logs will hit you. And right here you don't have to speed bus neither. You just have to walk and avoid the stunts. And that's the scene 2 is scene T. Okay, so for the wooden logs I can give you some tips because it's the hardest boss on the game. You have to stick on the left, then to the right, then to the left again, and then to the right, and stick on the right because there's one center look. So go to the left again, right, left, and again right, and just stick to the right, then go to the left, right, left, and jump. So jump those wooden logs and stick to the left. And keep jumping if a log is on your feet. But that's, as you can see, almost like after the first half of this boss fight, you have to stick on the left. And for the last part, for the last wooden log, you have to be on the right, just for the last one.
Pepsi for pizza.
Pepsi Man! It looks like the main computer of Pepsi City went out of control a little while ago from being overloaded. All the roads are affected by the computer and we can't move ahead. There isn't enough Pepsi for everyone, and violence has flared up amongst those wanting Pepsi. Exhausted people are collapsing because they can't refresh themselves with Pepsi. If it continues like this, there will be a worldwide shortage of Pepsi, and we'll have a real problem. Can't you do something to put the computer back in working order?
Cage. Okay. Scene 1 of stage 4, the last stage of the game. So this one takes me... I think it's the one that takes me more time to learn how to make a no damage walkthrough, yeah. So as the same before, on the scene 1 of stage 2, the rolling barrels works the same. If you're on the right, it will throw you one on the right. So you have to keep zigzagging in order to avoid them and in order to not be too hard and so you can pick up all the Pepsi cans. Right here, just slide on that thing, then jump, and then slide again, and then jump because there's one car coming to you. Move all to your right, but you have to move to the left, right if you want to move to the right. And the hitboxes of these Pepsi boxes are pretty annoying, so you have to be very careful. So you have to dodge this one and then immediately go to the right, because if you don't do that, the Pepsi truck will hit you. So right here is the hardest part, because you have to speed bus like almost all the time. Speed bus right there, speed bus right here, jump, jump, speed bus again, slide, jump, jump, and speed bus and jump. Then jump and speed bus again. And then speed bus. Yeah, it looks pretty simple, but it's kind of hard to learn and even do it. So this stage has like some speed bus and speed retractors, I like to call it, on the floor, as you can see. And those things are intentionally put there just for trolling it. But sometimes you have to take advantage of it. So there's one Pepsi can right there, and you jump here, jump right there, and after passing through these boxes you have to speed bus all the time. One more time, and that gives you enough time to dodge those two boxes. Because if you don't do that, the boxes will be one on the. You have to speed bus right here, and then speed bus and jump. So as I was telling you, if you don't do that, those two boxes will be pretty close, and you won't be able to jump or do anything about it, because they will be close, and you won't have enough space to do anything. So that's why you have to do that. And this part is kind of simple. There's just one part that is hard, and I already did it. And this part is hard too. So just don't speed bus. You don't have to speed bus at all here, but you have to slide. So right here, just walk, slide, and then just keep running and slide on these boxes. I don't know why, but the hitboxes of those boxes doesn't have. And as you saw, I made the speed retractor or something like that, the speed stop, so it gave me enough time to pick up all the Pepsi cans and not get hit by that. So the skateboarding part is pretty hard. It takes a lot of practice, I'm not going to lie. But this part is meant to be for a no damage, because if you take damage, you will just die. So it's meant to be like for a no damage walkthrough. So this last Pepsi can, it works just like the wooden lock boss fight, but with the difference that you don't have to jump at all for this boss fight. You just have to walk, I'm sorry, not walk, just move around, but do not walk. And at the beginning you have to stick on the right and go to the center sometimes, but it's like you have to be on the right like almost all the time, as you can see. But when you are reaching to the middle of the running or the boss fight, you will start going to the left. But do not jump. It's not necessary to jump. You just have to dodge all the Pepsi cans just moving around. And that's all. That's Pepsiman, 100%, without taking any damage. Hope you like it, hope you enjoy it. You can give a like, it helps me a lot. I'm Ares, and I see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.
You got it! Yeah! Woo! Everybody Pepsi! Drink Pepsi! Pepsi. Only my choice. Pepsi is... Excuse me.